Well, congratulations to all. No King's Day, also serving as Mental Illness Awareness Day. Make asylums great again. That's what I was thinking yesterday. What was I watching? Good Lord. Boomers who obviously must have experimented with LSD at some point in their life, possibly injected with a mind control virus, who were then activated after the 8th mRNA booster dose with the phrase "No Kings." I don't know. The average age of the No Kings protest was, I think, around 91. Imagine wasting your blue light special years protesting a non-existent monarchy. Just go to Denny's, for crying out loud. Get the Grand Slam. No Kings, of course, for most of them really equals no boundaries, no America. The left isn't protesting a king. They're protesting you, my folks. They're fellow Americans. They aren't standing up for democracy. They're protesting against it. Old white liberals chanting about justice while demanding that, by the way, all of you live with gang wars, overdoses, theft, crime, and fear in every city they run. No Kings was a mindless virtual signaling circle jerk for the urban and suburban whites. That's what it was. The USA has no kings, but we did democratically elect a man to take out the trash. The irony, of course, is these lunatics, in fact, do bow down to tyranny, the tyranny that is the Democrat Party. No Kings, brought to you by the party that arrested people at the beach over a cold back in 2020-21. Remember that? The fact that you get to protest means that there is no kings in this country, folks. If you want no kings, let's start here. How about 90+% of the country not being ruled by a handful of blue cities? How about that? The same people screaming no kings are the ones who crowned Fauci, worshipped and installed Kamala, and bowed to Biden's mandates. The real truth about yesterday is that this isn't just watching like a bad acid trip. This is a mass nervous breakdown unfolding in real time right there on your TV screen, your smartphone, and in your streets. It's a shrieking, spastic performance of pure hysteria by a class of people who have been psychologically broken by their own political impotence, chanting mobs, faces twisted up, grotesque mass of performative rage, theater, we call it. They're waving around cardboard signs, screaming about a king, of course, who simply does not exist. This isn't a defense of the Republic. This is a childish, historically illiterate tantrum we're watching. These are the cultural and bureaucratic elites who've lost their grip on power, and they can't process the reality of their own rejection. It's the desperate, pathetic wail of a dying aristocracy. Even the slogan, "No Kings," it's not an accusation, it's a confession. It's the left admitting they have no rational argument left. Their policies, total failures. Their cities collapsing under the weight of their own woke dogma, crime everywhere, homelessness on steroids, businesses fleeing like rats from a sinking ship. Their cultural orthodoxies, well, normal Americans are rejecting them left and right. Their economic vision has produced nothing but inflationary misery and a grocery bill that'll make your eyes water. They've lost the political debate. They've lost the economic debate. They've lost the cultural debate. So all that's left is what we saw yesterday, which is the primal scream. They're not fighting a king, folks. They're fighting an election result that they can't stomach. They're fighting the millions of Americans they despise. You know, me and you, the deplorables who dared to reject their anointed rulers, not once, not twice, but 3 times. This is desperation defined. When you can't win on policy, you slap on psychiatric labels. Insurrectionist, fascist, threat to democracy. When you can't win at the ballot box, you scream tyranny. When you can't defeat a man fair and square, you deplatform him, you disbar him, you try to imprison him, you charge him, you try to kill him, all while holding up a sign calling him the fascist. The No Kings mob is a perfect psychological projection. It's the left who demands the absolute unquestioning fealty of a monarchy. We've talked about it. It's the left that says bend the knee to our climate dogma or else. It's the left that excommunicates anyone who dares question their radical gender ideology. It's the left that weaponized the administrative state, the FBI, the DOJ, the IRS as their personal royal guard to punish political enemies. Raids at dawn, lawfare galore, ruling by executive order and bureaucratic decree, bypassing Congress. Biden did it all the time, bypassing the will of the people. They don't govern, they rule. How many times did I tell you Biden thinks he's over a monarchy? President Trump, he's not the king, folks. He's the man who exposed these would-be monarchs of the progressive aristocracy for the frauds that they are. This protest is not a revolution. It's more like a wake. It's the sound of a failed, desperate, irrelevant class mourning the death of its own power. They're burying their own empire one hysterical chant at a time. So to all of you no kings screamers out there, get over it. The people have spoken 3 times. The guy who won every single swing state, the Electoral College, and the popular vote, guess what? Is still in the White House. So I have a serious question for the No Kings Day protesters from yesterday. How does it feel to change absolutely nothing? And that's tonight's first word.